Hello dear viewers, myself Nasir and you're watching Mr.Zoologist YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about classification of fishes. So there arises the need of the classification for the species of the fishes because there is too much diversity in its kind. So what is classification? Classification means to say placing organisms into different groups and subgroups on the basis of similarities and differences. Means to say which species are alike or which have same features. They are categorized into the same groups, and when there is a slight difference, they will be classified into different subgroups of the same group. It means to say that classification helps to understand a large variety of the animals, especially when we talk about in the present lecture, in our present video about the fishes. So, what is a model of the classification? Means to say how we can classify fishes into different taxonomy groups. First of all, the largest of all the is kingdom. Kingdom is the largest division, and the next is the phylum, and lower is the subphylum, and the lower of the subphylum is class, and then after class there is order, and after order there is family, and after family there is genus, and the last categorized model is species. Species is the basic unit of classification of above which other groups are, but below of species there is no such other groups. Species is the last unit of the classification. And next we talk about the superclass Agnathans. In actually, if we talk about the classification of the fishes, starts from the kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, and subphylum is Vertebrata. After this, class and superclass starts. Fishes starts from the superclass. There are two superclass of the fishes. We are going to discuss about the first and the second one later in this video. In superclass Agnathans, they do not have jaws and they have paired appendages. They are cartilaginous, means to say their skeleton is made up of cartilage. They have a persistent notochord with two semicircular canals. These canals wrap around their body, runs throughout their skeleton. Next are eggfishes is example of the superclass Agnathans. They have one semicircular canal, means to say two semicircular canals are fused into single semicircular canal in hagfishes, which is a part of the superclass Agnathans. Next is class Mixini, that is a part of the that is a class of superclass Agnathans. They have mouth with four pairs of tentacles. Tentacles in actual are used to capture something. They have olfactory sacs that open to mouth cavity, and they have 5 to 15 pairs of pharyngeal slits. These slits are openings that led to different purposes, and fishes use them. Hagfishes are the examples of the class Mixini. In actual, hagfishes are the primitive group of fishes that are almost nowhere found now. Next is class Cephalospidomorphi. They have sucking mouth with teeth and rasping tongue they are also possessed. We can say that tentacles are also used for rasping, but they have special modified tongue for rasping purpose. They have 7 pairs of pharyngeal slits. Means to say you can differentiate between class Mixini and class Cephalospidomorphi. That they have class Mixini have 5 to 15 pairs of pharyngeal slits, whereas the Cephalospidomorphi have 7 pairs of pharyngeal slits. They have blind olfactory sacs. Class Spidomorphi have blind olfactory sacs. Lampreys are its example. And next, second class is superclass Gnathostomes. They have hinge jaws and paired appendages. Vertebral column have replaced notochord. Three semicircular canals they have, and they have subclass or class chondriches. They are tail finned with large upper lobe and heterosexual tail, and they are also cartilaginous. Skeleton lack opercula and swim bladder or lungs. Sharks, skates, rays, and red fishes are its example. And next is class subclasses of the class chondriches. They are the first subclass is subclass elasmobranchi. They are also cartilaginous skeleton possessing partially ossified, means to say they have to some extent developed into the bones. Ossified means developing into the bones. So they have placoid scales or no scales might be like sharks, skates, rays. They might possess scales or might not possess scales. Next is subclass holocephali. They have upper column covers, pharyngeal slits, lack scales, teeth modified into crushing plates, means to say they are developing into teeth. In hagfishes, there were no teeth at all. Next is the receptors in an open groove open up like red fishes such as chimera, Rhinochimera, and Calorhynchus. They are the examples of subclass Holocephali. Next is class ostriches, and that is the second class, most with bony skeleton. Means to say they conchiches were cartilaginous, and whereas ostriches are bony. And they have upper column cover single gill opening. They do not have multiple openings like that of previous ones. Pneumatic sacs function as lung or swim bladder. In actual, first of all, lungs appear in the fishes in the living vertebrates. It means that they all are bony fishes. They also have a subclasses. If we discuss about subclasses, the first subclass is Sarcopterygi of the class Ostriches. They have paired fins with muscular lobes, means to say pneumatic sacs function as lungs. They have properly developed lungs like lobe-finned fishes, lungfishes, protoparus, and Ceratus, and next is Lepidosiren and Coelacanths. They are Latiminans, all included in the subclass Sarcopterygi. And next is subclass Actinopterygi. They are paired fins supported by dermal rays. Basal portions of paired fins are not essentially muscular. Tail fin with approximately equal upper and lower lobes, means to say they have a size of almost equivalence like upper and lower. There is no ridges. They are just like similar up and below. And blind olfactory sacs, they also possess like the other ones. Ray finned fishes like Accipancer, Polyodon, Polypterus, and Collemachithis, and Amia, and many other modern fishes are also included in the subclass Actinopterygi, and that is the most evolving fishes are now occurring in the subclass Actinopterygi. That was the topic for today. Thank you very much for listening to the whole video. We will meet you in the next video. Till then, peace out.